Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your kind introduction. Am I audible and my screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now, my topic of today's presentation is role of spices in lifestyle disorder and the Prakriti. Uh, it is obviously a large task to comprehensively capture and review the literature of the spices. I went through the 38 to 39 papers for mostly we are using the daily spices in our kitchen. 10 spices I reviewed here. Uh, in India, the references to curative properties of dietary spices in the Rig Veda and Atharva Veda arguably seem to be the earliest record of the use of herbs in medicine. Tradition assign all manner of benefit to every spice, and they are important ingredient in the prescription of Indian system of medicine, including Ayurveda. Dietary spices stimulates and found beneficial in various systems in the body, such as gastrointestinal, cardiovascular, reproductive, nervous system, resulting in diverse metabolic and the physiologic action. Now, spices and metabolic disorders, their inflammation, which means to set on free, is a body's natural response against the harmful pathogen and stimuli that occurs in two stages, namely acute and the chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation is a part of innate immunity initiated by the immune cells and persists only for the short time. However, the inflammation continues. The second stage is the chronic inflammation commences, which instigates the various kind of chronic diseases, including arthritis, cancer, and many. We know traditional use of dietary spices as appetite enhancers, digestives, then carminatives, antiflatulent, then it secretes the um, enzymes, that is secretagogues, as well as the beneficial in both diarrhea as well as the constipation. Ultimately, spices are useful in gastrointestinal disorders, metabolic disorder, which is a main course, that is metabolic syndrome, and is a chronic non-communicable diseases, that is lifestyle disorders. We can see here that dietary spices, if we are using it in a small quantity, it is a metabolic in a metabolic disorders like hyperglycemia, poor carbohydrate intolerance, then hyperlipidemia, gastroparesis, bowel dysfunction, and metabolic syndromes like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, we can prevent as it is used as a metabolic disorder to cover the metabolic disorder. As well as in a diabetes, we can see the dietary anti-diabetic spices like curcumin, or the we can other like cinnamon, beneficial biochemical alterations, that is there reduces the hyperglycemia, lowers the blood cholesterol, and reduces the lipid peroxidation. That is in this way it prevent the diabetic neuropathy as well as the diabetes. Now, encouraging data, we have come up to include spices as the new nutrient and the nutraceuticals because of the various bioactive effects. Because of these bioactive effects, spices derived as a nutraceuticals and is effective. It is found that in animal study, many animal study, biochemical studies of the active ingredients of the spices are used in cancers, many type of cancers like breast cancer, bladder cancer, colorectal cancers, as well as inflammatory diseases like inflammatory bowel diseases, intestinal mucositis, as well as inflammatory disorders and others, that is cardiovascular diseases, kidney diseases, etc. So we can say spices can be used as a cholesterol lowering, anti-lithogenic, antioxidant, anti-cancer, that is anti-mutagenic, anti-diabetic properties. Now, spices, mainly spices used as a antioxidant, as a excessive free radicals generation, over balancing the rate of their removal leads to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress has been implemented in etiology of cardiovascular disease, then inflammatory diseases, cancer, and other chronic diseases. Ultimately, the antioxidants are the compound that hinder the oxidative process and thereby delay the suppress the oxidative stress. Has been Then herbs and spices are more important targets to search for natural antioxidants from the point of view of safety. A wide variety of phenolic compounds present in the spices are extensively used as a food adjuvants, possesses the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-mutagenic. Then the spice compound as an exogenous antioxidant that are the experimentally, we can say the evidence to control the cellular oxidative stress both in vivo and the vitro studies, and their beneficial role in preventing the ameliorating oxidative stress mediated the diseases. Herbs and spices add the flavor to food without fat, thus assisting to meet healthy fat intake. Inclusion of herbs and spices in diet promote intake of plant-based food that increase the nutritional quality of the daily diet. Hence, herbs and spices, while providing flavor and aroma to our diet, also contribute the diverse bioactive that they have role in improving human health as well as the desirable integral part of the daily diet. Now, spices also have a very important role in the balancing the doshas, as the Ayurveda, in Ayurveda dietetics, spices play a very important role. Spices are used as a medicinal plant and are meant to be consumed daily in a small quantity, as it also helps to make our food more flavorable in addition to balancing the three doshas, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha, in to balance the dosha as well as in imbalanced dosha, also in diseases also to balance the aggravated doshas. Not all spices are equally suitable for each type of dosha. According to Ayurveda, herbs and spices being a humoral balance to food. We know, according to Ayurveda, the roga sarve api mandagni jayate. So the adding spices to every meal enhances the agni, the digestive fire, and thus aids in process of digestion, ultimately leading to good health. So addition of spices to certain food changes the quality of food or their mode of action. We know the ginger, we used it with a rock salt in a Vata symptoms, in a candy rock, in a Pitta disorder, or with a honey in a cough disorder. Same, we can prepare a buttermilk by using the different spices in a Vata, Pitta and a kapha disorders. Now, some spices are used in a Vata, Pitta and Kapha disorders are the people who are dominated by Vata. They are having sweet, warming, soothing spices are best. Almost all the spices we can use in a Vata and Kapha disorders, except minimize or avoid the all bitter and astringent herbs, that spices such as coriander seed, fenugreek, then parsley and the thyme, saffron, turmeric should be used in a moderation. Then ginger, clove, garlic we can use in a Vata disorder. avoid using spices in large quantity in a pitta disorders, as basically it is important to drink in a liquid and avoid the fats and the oils. But we can use a coriander, cinnamon, cardamom, then fennel, turmeric, cilantro, black pepper, and cumin in a small quantity. Slightly bitter, then harmonizing and cooling spices have the positive effect on the Pitta Prakriti or Pitta disorders. They include all these spices and herbs, cool the body and balance our Agni. Cough disorders, all are good, especially cumin, fenugreek, sesame, ginger. As the spices are, all the spices are good except the salt. The food and spices which are light, hot, dry, pungent in properties are beneficial in a Kapha Prakriti. When we will see these 10 spices we are using daily, that is a Asafoetida hinga. We called it as a hinga. It is a Katu Rasa, Ushna Virya, Katu Vipaka, and Pitta Vardhana. Increases the Pitta and balances the Kapha Vata. So it can be used as a Dipaniya, then Samnya Snapan, appetizer and restorer of the consciousness. Second one is a cardamom, that is we call it as a Ela, that is Elateria cardamomum, Katurasa, Shita and Madhura Vipaka, Shita Virya. So it is a Tridosha Shama, Lagu Ruksha Balya Rochana Dipana, Pachana, Anulopana, and a Mutra Kricha, Shwasa, Kasa, Kshaya. In these diseases, we can use it. Then cinnamon, that is Dalchini, Katu Tiktarasa, Madhura, Ushna, and Ushna Virya and Madhura Vipaka. That is a Kapha Vat Shamak, Pitta Vardhaka and Dipana. Then Anushna Pitta Vardhan, we can say it is a Pachana, Vajikarana, and these are the properties of the Dalachini. Grahi, then Hrudayottejak and Sleshma Vardhak. Cumin seeds, that is Rasa, Katu, Virya, Anushna, Vipaka Katu, and slightly Pitta Vardhak. Then Jeera or cumin produces these toxins and promotes the appetite, increases desire to eat and improves the taste of mouth. It is very good appetizer. Then turmeric, that is Haridra, Curcuma longa, so Katu and Tikta in a taste. Katu Vipaka, Ushna Virya, treats disorders of the Kapha, Vata, and mainly used in a blood and skin, blood disorders and skin disorders. It is Ushna in a quality. Ginger, Rasakatu, Virya Ushna, Vipaka Madhura. It is a Tridosha Shamaka, Guru Ruksha and Tikshna. Then gingiber, Amphicinal. And black pepper, it's a Piper nigrum, that is Katurasa, Anushna Virya, Katu Vipaka, balances the Vata and Kapha effect. And Lagu, Tikshna and Ushna enters the deep, minute channels, light, strong and piercing. It is very effective in the digestive disorders. We are using daily in almost all rutus, ginger, black pepper and fenugreek, that is a methi. It is more research has been done on the fenugreek, that is Rasa Katu Tikta, Vipaka Katu, Virya Ushna, Dipan, balances the Kapha, Vata and Pitta Vardhak. Then coriander powder, Dhanyaka, Rasa Kashaya Tikta, Guna Lagu, Madhura Virya. Like this, bay leaf also, Katu Tikta Rasa, Madhura, Shamaka Pitta Vardhak, Guna, Lagu, Ruksha and Tikshna. Clove bud, that is long, it is a Tikta Katu Rasa, Shita Virya. So it is a Lagu Snigdha and balances the Pitta and Kapha doshas. When we see the role of spices on the dhatus, the cumin, that is curcumin cyminum, work on the rasa dhatu. Turmeric on the blood, that is a rakta dhatu. Coriander, that is Coriandrum sativum on the mansa dhatu. Then mustard seeds, it is on the Meda and asafoetida, that is hingu on the majja dhatu, fenugreek on the asti dhatu, and ginger or ginger powder, dry ginger mainly we are using the shukra dhatu to balance this in this dhatu or in the systems. So the beneficial effect on the disease condition, the spices used on the lowering of blood cholesterol, prevention and the dilution of cholesterol, gallstones, then protection of the erythrocyte integrity in hypocholesterolemia condition. Then lowering blood cholesterol, garlic, onion, fenugreek, turmeric, curcumin, red pepper, curcumin or in a turmeric, and red pepper active ingredient is capsaicin. It is used to lowering the blood cholesterol. Then prevention and dissolution of cholesterol, curcuma as well as capsaicin. Then protection of erythrocyte integrity in hypocholesterolemia condition, curcumin and capsaicin and garlic are using. Already the studies have been conducted in vivo, in vitro, that is in animal studies also conducted on this. So amelioration of diabetic nephropathy, curcumin and onion, antioxidant effect, turmeric and the capsaicin and the eugenol. Eugenol, it's a active ingredient from the lavang, we can say, and cinnamon. Anti-inflammatory and anti-arthritic. It is effective. Or the study done on the turmeric, capsaicin and the eugenol. The anti-mutagenic, that is cancer preventive spices are turmeric, garlic, ginger, that is gingerol and the mustard. Then antimicrobial, it is already proven that turmeric, garlic and the asafoetida. Effect on energy balance and metabolic rate and respiratory quotient, capsaicin, piperine have been reported to reduce the thermogenesis and cause thermal analgesia. On the other hand, ginger has been reported to be the primary product of the metabolism, that is thermogenic. Anti-diabetic agent, we know the fenugreek seed, garlic, then onion and the turmeric. Hypoglycemic effect, we know the studies already of the cumin, ginger, then fenugreek and the coriander. Oxidative states, mainly curcumin supplementation reduce the oxidative stress. Lipid metabolism, that is black pepper, curcumin, and these all spices are used under beneficial in these disease conditions, like the in the various diseases and various disease conditions also. Now, the 10 spices mainly we are using in our daily use are the I told you already, the asafoetida, cardamom, cinnamon, cumin seed, turmeric, ginger, black pepper, fenugreek, coriander powder, bay leaf and clove blood. In the review, I studied the paper. It is found that the fenugreek is a herb which is an effective remedy for the several diseases of the stomach. It is one of the best remedy available for the flatulence and essential ingredient of these problems. It is very useful in the woman, such as sterility, unwanted abortion, premature labor, then unusually painful, difficult and excessive menstruation and the leukorrhea. It excites the secretion of progesterone hormone, and asafoetida is useful for the woman after childbirth as it is anti-flatulence and beneficial result during the post-delivery period. Then cardamom, we are using it daily, that is Elateria cardamomum. By virtue of antioxidant activity, this spice is a bioactive compound are extrapolated to be anti-inflammatory, anti-mutagenic and cancer preventive, anti-arthrogenic and the cardioprotective, hepatoprotective, neuroprotective and anti-cataractogenic. The cardamom plays a very important role or recover many diseases like digestion, retention, prevent the vomiting, digestive constipation, and the abnormal high blood pressure, asthma, diarrhea, colic. Then cinnamon, it's best known for the ability to help the lower blood sugar. We know it. It is utilized as a adjuvant and the stomatic and carminative prescription, and additionally manage the instance of anorexia, inflammation, spiving, and tubercular ulcers. Already work done on this. Cumin seeds it is helpful the diseases like in the tooth diseases and the jaundice containing the antimicrobial activity. The cumin seeds mainly it is a antispasmodic, carminative, antimicrobial against the inflammatory and wound mending operation. Antibacterial action was tried on the gram-positive as well as the gram-negative microscopic organisms. Turmeric, haridra. Haridra, we know these benefits, that is the uses, already the study have been done, that is diuretic, laxative, but it reduces the LDL cholesterol and C-reactive protein. These are the markers of the heart diseases and various medicinal use like the body ache, skin diseases, stomach disorders, ulcer, dental diseases, fever, stress, and the tension. Then ginger, ardrak, we called it as a gingiber officinale. In addition to ginger, well-known use treatment for the nausea. Many components in the ginger have been found as an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and mainly it is an antipyretic and anti-lipidemic. Then thermogenesis and reduce the feeling of hunger with ginger consumption suggests potential role in the weight management. So ginger is very useful in the weight management. Then Piper nigrum, that is black pepper. Black pepper may accelerate the overall digestive process, enhancing the activity of digestive enzyme. We know mainly it is a anti-allergic effect. Mood and cognitive function, already study done on the mood and cognitive function improvement, and piperine enhances the absorption of various nutrients and drugs and function as a bioavailability enhancer. Fenugreek, mainly the fenugreek is used in a liver health, anti-diabetic, and as a nutraceutical. The reported significant less daytime hot flashes and night sweats in the menopause. In menopause, 12-week study, it is observed. Then it is anti-carcinogenic and leukemia, cancers, prostate, breast, other cancers, it is which is most intensively studied already. Then coriander. That coriander contains the antioxidant as well as it is mainly used in dyspepsia, flatulence, and useful in the treatment of the typhoid fever. Then it has a antimicrobial property, and in animal study it is concluded that the coriander is a potential source of nephroprotective phytochemical activity. So then Tejpatra, bay leaf, we called it as it's a brain, cleanses the urine and healthy for the stomach. Wound healing activity, antioxidant we know, it's a anti-mutagenic activity, and that is immunostimulant activity and antimicrobial activity. Clove acts as an anti-inflammatory and chemopreventive agent. So these and clove is used in a dental specialist utilize it for the brief filling of holes just as a teeth torment. So it acts against the viral, microbial, and the anti-thrombotic agent. So in this way, the studies already conducted on these spices. The daily food preparation, we use spices as spices bring out the unique natural taste to the cuisines and could be used to change the look of food to make it more attractive in color, enhance the food flavor, color, and palatability. If spices added in food, it kills mainly in a sanskara, just now madam told that it kills microorganism or inhibit their growth before they could produce the toxins. So use of spices might reduce the foodborne illness and the food poisoning. In this way, we can conclude that after studying these are all the active ingredients of the spices, we can conclude that over the last decade, the great excitement and interest in the mechanism, epidemiology, and preclinical and clinical effects of dietary spices on various body systems continues and is reflected in the large number of publications on this topic from Asian countries and United States. Reports from the studies on animal models in vitro system leads us to direct future research perspective. We can do the future research perspective in this area by targeting study of controlled systematic plant blinded quality assured trials on normal subjects as well as in patients of lifestyle related diseases like diabetes mellitus, hyperlipidemia, obesity, atherosclerosis, hypertension, etc. The analgesic, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory as well as immune modulating roles of spices need further elaboration. The action of spices on the reproductive function as well as their potential role as regulators of fertility and the conception also is an area holding great future promise. In Ayurveda also, we can have a great scope for research in the spices since each of the spices possesses more than one health beneficial property and there is also a possibility of synergy among them in their action. A spice diet is likely to make life not only more spicy but more healthy also. So spice a dish with love and it pleases every palate. Thank you. Thanks organizers and the organizing team for giving me the opportunity and chance to share my topic. Thank you all. Thanks.